see what we can do about getting data off of these things. Oh, you pick one. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Oh, you got to pick one, Emily. That's what we're waiting on. All right, so you pick 3. We're going with the Toshiba. Start with the Toshiba. All right. So we have some really old computers to do some data backups on. We have no power cords. We have nothing. This was a Windows XP machine running an Intel Centrino processor. Yeah, it has NVIDIA and graphics. Yeah, we'll see. Still got to get to that video. All right, let's see what we got on the bottom here. So this should be one of the ones that has a relatively easily accessible hard drive. Should be this. Look at that. This old IDE drive. This might be one of those computers where I need to get the computer up and running again just so I can try and read the IDE files. Exploring these things is just crazy. So let's get this plugged in. I don't believe that my reader provides power. I think it needs. We'll see here. Hello. I'll be up there in just a second. Nope, I was wrong. It does provide power. Hey, thanks for checking out this video. If you like these videos, make sure you hit the like button. If you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button. It really, really helps the channel. So, surprisingly, my little thing provides power over USB. So, this guy is working. There it is. It's got Windows on it. Yeah, this guy's got crazy. It has Wi-Fi. It has a swappable Wi-Fi card. Like what? Yep, you're gonna pick another one here in a second, Emily. It looks like it's a high-frequency trading software. But I'll give these back to her and let her know that, hey, I pulled what I could off of it. But yeah, like other than that, like I was kind of starting to get into with this thing, for the age of this thing, like it had swappable Wi-Fi that is easy to access. The memory is easy to access. The freaking CD-ROM drive easily accessed. We have a serial port over here on the side. Actually, it's a parallel port. Excuse me. We have this old, like I can't remember what these ones are called, connectors. And this thing, exactly like Karen is saying, this thing is built like a tank. Yeah. So we'll leave this out. We'll hold on to this. No. But it's still like, if you want to get to the hard drive, you got to take the computer all the way apart. All right, we got a Compaq Presario, we got another Toshiba, and we have. Oh, I've worked on many tough books. All right, 1, 2, or 3. Going with the Compaq Presario. Crack that open here in a second. All right, where were we? All right, so we got a battery off, and that's for the dock, and it actually has passed through all the way back to there. That's pretty cool. So let's get this battery out. We have to unlock it, and then this battery slides out that way. Now, as far as side I/O, we have volume up, volume down, headphone, mic, rear I/O, dial-up, USB 1.0. We have a PS2 connector. It's a joint PS2 connector, so it can do both the keyboard and mouse simultaneously. We have an I/O port. We have a parallel port, serial port, and that's the charging port. Then on this side we have the lock, And then we have the PCIe Express, or what were these called? PCMCIe? No, that doesn't sound right either. And then right here, I'm gonna have to use a different screwdriver. It does not like that one. And here is our old hard drive. PCMCIe. So I was right. Yeah, I remember, like, I loved the idea of PCMCIe slots, like, on laptops, so you could just add functionality that you didn't have just by dropping it in there and installing a driver was awesome. Like, if laptops had that kind of technology today, like, that would be amazing. All right, so we got that off of there. I'm not gonna need any of this, so this is all garbage now. Metal plates. Off of there. There we go. Let's see what we got on this bad boy. There we go. It's not a good sign though, so it's clicking. It's making a very loud grinding sound. So let's set this down here. Set this down here. So this one in here is a dead drive, and we'll look at that. We might be able to salvage that. Next up, let's grab this Toshiba, this other Toshiba. It is a Toshiba from inside the Compaq. So yeah, let's get this out of here. I'm going to go on a limb and say that the drive motor's fine, seeing as I can hear it. We'll pull this board off here in a little bit, and we'll see if it's the board. How wild it would it be if this is the same, one of these has the same mother, like main board on it. All right, so we have another one. This is actually Windows 98 SE. I am shocked at how small this laptop is. Like, I mean, look at it. How thin this thing is. Wow. This mouse layout was a choice. There's your cursor. Yeah, so your cursor's in the center, left, right click, and who knows what these do. There's your dedicated Windows button. They're going to get recycled. I might hold on to this one. So let's look at our I/O again. We have our power, we have our telephone jack. Ooh, that's a proprietary. This is for a docking station, it looks like. Video out. USB 1.0 again. Headphone, microphone. Our status indicators. This is the ejection system. So there's a PCMCIe slot here. There's two of them. And this is the ejection system for those. Then you have your Kensington lock. Looks like our power button. And then that's the... It's just got a lock next to it. So who knows what that's actually for. Now there's a screw here, so let's start slowly taking this apart. No, Emily, I never used Windows 98. I started off with Windows ME. Let's take that off. Not sure what that would be for. Used to be that these things were like removable to the point where you could remove the side panel and the I/O would come out, and then the hard drive would just be right behind it. It is very close. I do feel like this whole thing is supposed to come out though. Oh, let's tear this down. Mainly because, like I said, I am shocked at how small this thing is. Yeah, it was Windows Millennium Edition. It was basically a reskinned Windows 98 with all of these, like a whole bunch of service packs installed. And it was offered, I believe, in 1999 and 2000 only. And then after that, it immediately switched over to XP. Yep, Windows 2000. Oh, we're ending up with Sony levels of screws here. I'll put this thing back together. So we have 1, 2, that one, that one, that one, and then that one. Got a bunch of different screws on here. A little expansion slot for something. I'm assuming it's some type of memory. It'd be interesting if this doesn't actually contain a hard drive and everything is run off of some sort of disk. That'd be interesting. Alright, so that's all of the screws. This thing already wants to just fall apart now. Oh, wow. Let's unhook that. So that comes off. There's the hard drive. Hey, it looks like it's the same. I'm going to go on a limb and say it's the same. So if this board works, I can just swap it over. We got our little status LED panel here. Which must go... Well, it should be. It only goes in here one way. Sits in there like that. Pull that off. Like I said, I am still like, I'm in awe of the age of this thing and the size of this thing. How something this old can be this thin. Like, I'm sure it was never a great experience, but like, come on, this is thinner than my laptop. There's dust over here, you can kind of see it. Alright, let's see. That just falls out. Yeah, these are the same. This is 20 gigs. This is 6 gigs. So this is a 6 gig drive. This is a 20 gig drive. There you go. This one's spun up. Get that set down there. We'll start doing a data backup on it. Yeah, we got stuff. Well, I guess what I'll do is let's go ahead and put this thing back together. And I'll take some glamour shots of it. I'm trying to figure out what this thing is, which way it was actually in here. Assume, yeah, that's the only way it can go. So that was like that. That was like that. Whatever this thing here is. This is a Toshiba Protege 3490 CT. And this absolutely has to be one of the coolest pieces of 90s tech I've ever seen. Sure, it's just a laptop, but it's a laptop that weighs less than 3 pounds and is smaller than the laptop I use on a regular basis. Now, I mean, it's no like netbook, ultrabook, it's no super thin and light. But man, it's just like the way everything is packaged in here. Like, I wonder how much this computer costs new. This thing is just crazy. Yeah, it doesn't seem right. Oh, that's the microphone. What? Absolutely. I hate turning away business like that, But like it's the old Surface Pros are notoriously impossible to get apart. All right, so let's get this thing back together. Oh, I know they still make laptops in this form factor, but like this is just, I am just shocked at how compact and light this thing is for something from that era. Yeah, I see no manufacture date on it. Usually you'll see something like that. I'll tell you in a second. It's a Toshiba Protege 3490 CT. I'll look here in a second. Yeah, I like when I first brought this in, I thought this was a way newer machine than it is. Look at this thing. I'm gonna do like a whole video or something on that. This thing is just crazy cool. Okay. That, unfortunately, like, that doesn't narrow it down. I actually ended up, last year, I think I did 3 7000 builds with 4090s. That laptop was pretty cool. Alright, and lastly, we have a Sony Vaio. I think this is XP range, what this looks like. Alright, side I/O. We got a disk drive, USB. Looks like USB 1.0. Ethernet, and this is the first laptop we've looked at that has Ethernet and a telephone jack. Sure, yeah. And stop calling me Christopher. We have our microphone jack. We have our headphone jack. This is the S400 port. And then we have we have a monitor jack. It's Chris. You can call me Chris. Alright, let's see what we have as far as what's under our panels, and if I have to take this thing all the way apart again. And again, you have that same PCMCIe slot. I know who you are now. Photographer editing the red footage. All right. We got that. We have our cooling. Oh, there's a bunch of rust over here and corrosion. And then under here, you can see there's a giant dent in this. Not that it matters. But this looks like for me to get to this hard drive, we're tearing this thing all the way down. Hey, look at that. User swappable RAM. Is this DDR2 or DDR1? DDR2. Old but gold. All right. Let's go. Oh boy. I'm gonna have to like dig for these. Found 2 screws there. I know that with these old Sonys, the keyboard has to come out. And this one here, this isn't one I'm intrigued by. Alright, so that looks like all of our bottom screws. Let's get this flipped over. And keyboard. It feels like we have a screw right there that I can't see. Oh, it's right there. I missed it. Out comes the keyboard. All right. Where is our hard drive? I'm thinking our hard drive is under this. Maybe over here? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what this cable is going to be. Right, so let's get this off. This is from 2006. That. Yeah, that was right. That is one way to keep a laptop small. Make it so that the only way to replace stuff is by removing parts. Looks like it might be a SATA connection too, which would be a surprise. Alright, these are not connected. Let's get this out of here. Is this held on here with adhesive? Yes, it is. Get that out of here. So this one's SATA. Hey, thanks for watching that video. If you liked that video, make sure you hit the like button. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And I stream daily on Twitch at twitch.tv/SpecVengeance. And yeah, if you want to learn more about my services, check out Bradenton PC Repair.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.